And we are back. GC Hero here, coming at you with some more content. Today I want to show my FA Metalfoes deck that I used to get to Platinum 1 this season. This deck performs pretty well, pretty consistent, and I'm going to give a quick rundown of the cards and I'll show some gameplay. I want to show some of the combos and some of the gameplay, what you can do with this deck. Nice thing is that for most of the Metalfoes monsters are just normals. So they're all mostly normals, and then they do share a pendulum effect that you can destroy a face-up card on your field. And when you do, you can place a Metalfoes spell or trap from your deck directly to the field. Really strong effect, actually. And then Bismagir, when he's popped by a card effect or battle, at the end of your turn, you'll be able to draw a Metalfoes monster card. Melcaster, when she's popped, you can draw a Metalfoes monster from your pendulum zone back to your hand. And Vanisher, if he's summoned by the effect of a Metalfoes card, you'll be able to banish one card from your opponent's field, one monster from your opponent's field. Pretty strong effect. We don't play him at one because he's a little clunky, but good ratio there. We play quite a few hand traps. Maxi, Gamma, and Ash. All really good in this deck. A lot of your plays actually that kind of allow Gamma don't require you to have a monster to start off with, so you're kind of playing through it, and they try to kind of Ash you or Maxi, and then you get the Gamma effect, which is nice. Maxi is just really good, and Ash Blossom is also just really good. And going on from there, we'll go into the FA portion of the list. Oh, we also play Driver because you kind of have to with Gamma, right? Goes without saying, but I'll let you know. So 3 Navigator, 3 Hang On Mock for the monsters. We were running a Dark Dragster. I kind of felt like it wasn't quite needed, and it wasn't kind of the greatest card. So I ended up cutting that eventually to add more room for more stuff there. But see, lets you search a field spell. She's also a tuner. She also will allow you to take levels from your Hang On Mock or your Dragster to summon herself from the field, from the hand, special summon herself from the hand or the graveyard. That's really great too. Using the Auroradon package with Despot 001, Mecha Phantom Beast, Coltwing, and Auroradon, and Hockey Firebugs for a nice powerful combo there. Alright, we'll get into these spells now. We use Painful Decision. Really is nice to find when your normal Metalfoes also can actually fix your pendulum scales. So that's always really nice. Metalfoes Fusions. This card's kind of insane. It's standard fusion you can use from your hand or field. However, when it's in your graveyard, you can just shuffle it back to your deck and draw a card. No questions asked. So, yeah, that's just really good. Parametal Fusion actually lets you summon from using one material from either your... You can only use it from one place, but either your extra deck face up, on the field, or in your hand. So it's really nice to be able to use those Metalfoes then up in your extra deck for more fusion material. All the FA spells share an effect that when destroyed, except for Hyper Stadium, but only the ones that say FA. This is treated as an FA card, but doesn't have the effect, but these, where if they're destroyed, you can take an FA card from your deck and add it to your hand. These are great for popping with your Metalfoes, so you can play this, pop with a Metalfoes, get a Metalfoes spell or trap to the field, and then get an FA card, so you can just keep generating more advantage. Circuit Grand Prix lets you get 2 levels during the battle phase only when an FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle. You get to draw 1 card. Off-roll Grand Prix, when your cards are destroyed by a battle, your opponent must randomly discard 1 card. And the best one is FA City Grand Prix. Typically, FA monsters cannot be targeted by card effects. UA Hyper Stadium lets you, first effect when on summon, will allow you to draw an FA monster from your deck to your hand. And then second effect, if you can show a field card, spell card, you'll be able to go ahead and get another normal summon, which is really, really cool. Super Polymerization is just insane in this deck. I'll show the targets for that in a bit. Emergency Teleport, also insane in this deck. All the Metalfoes monsters are Surprise, Psychic. Test Run lets you change a Metalfoes position to pop a card on your opponent's any card in the field. Quick play spell, and then has a great graveyard effect that you can pop a card on your field and special summon a FA monster. Called by just really good. Lets you stop the Maxis, Ash Blossoms, and all that. And occasionally to stop annoying cards. Metalfoes counter when something is destroyed by battle or card effect, even if the card effect is your own. You can special summon one Metalfoes monster from your deck to the field. So Vanisher would be quite a blowout play often. And also you can banish it from the graveyard to take a Metalfoes monster from your field, from your face up off in your extra deck back to your hand. So very good stuff there. Adamite's just kind of typically there for a nice poly target. Metalfoes Mithrilium, but he can be pretty irrelevant to summon him. He's a 25k beater. Mithrilium, if I'm saying that right, is pretty awesome. She needs one Metalfoes monster and one Pendulum monster. When she's on the field, you can send two Metalfoes cards from your graveyard back to the deck and return a card to the hand. That can be from your side of the field, your opponent's, and sometimes it's nice to kind of just play another one of your cards back and just kind of generate resources. We play two of her because the one can recycle the other one back, kind of increasing this kind of like a resource loop where you can shuffle cards back in your deck, and especially some of your spells and traps, and then search them using your other Metalfoes cards. And of course, you can also just shoot a card from your opponent back to their hand. As well, she has a floating effect. When she's destroyed, you can bring Metalfoes card face up from the extra deck or the graveyard to the field. This is the blowout super poly targets. You take one Metalfoes monster and two monsters with 3k or less. This is pretty insane. If you get super poly on any of your Metalfoes monsters that can be set, you set it down and you can also just blow up boards. 3k or less is a pretty generic requirement. Combo pieces here. It's kind of the extra deck. Feel free to play around with it. I mean, this is part of the combo, this is part of the combo. You can play any level 7 you like here. Anyone here but him's negate effect's great. Level 8 you got it, or something else. But that's the deck. So let's get into some replays. Alright, game 1 here is a go in second game, which is Tribrigade Literalist. We'll go ahead and get to show you the full combo as well. Kind of going second place, which I appreciate. So we hit him with the Maxi. Now he goes, does Fractal, we're like, hey, we're getting some value off of this. Alright, we managed to teleport, grab Silvered. I should have grabbed a Gamma there, to be honest, but it's no big deal. And you can use Hyper Stadium to sort of Hyper Stadium just to get our draw on. Navigator to get another field spell. Hang on, Mock. Waiting for him to bounce something. He goes ahead and bounces Silvered, which is great for us. So then we go ahead and just go into combos. We go to Haki Firebrax, get the Despot 01, go to Auroradon. You're getting your cool little tokens. Those are the best looking tokens in the game. Get Despot 01, go into Quantax. So go ahead and grab Cold Wing. Keep in mind Cold Wing's effects mandatory. So on those things where you can't get a cool combo but you want to get the value anyway, it might be a little, tricky there. But anyway, then you go into Dawn Dragster, into Savage Dragon there. You'll use the field spell to give your buddy 2 levels. Keep in mind, do not activate its effect. You want it to be level 9 so you can have your Navigator come back at level 2. So you can synchro with the token to this level 5, pop the field spell, get another draw there, another field spell, then you can feel free to level this up, get Cypher and Lord Zeta, get another draw, get another face. We also get the draw because we destroyed a creature, play monster, attack, swing in, swing in. Then we just pop that out and grab another card there, also get another card. You can see we can kind of just cycle through our deck, get value. Pretty sure we're both. He's playing a 40 card deck. I'm playing a 33, and we're 650, and we're now both kind of even on cards drawn. So we go ahead and banish both our cards to interrupt him. Gonna keep going anyway. We're gonna negate that effect. No, his deck also has some gas in it. Literalist. I think this is the better version. People see Zodiac, but I really think Literalist is better. They seem like harder to stop. If I had to play one of the versions, I'd play this. Goes to Downer Magician into Zeus. You like that board we built? Hope you took a picture because it's gone. We get Zeta back. Get Navigator. Metalfoes Fusion literally just lets us draw a card. And we get Super Poly. So then we use the Super Poly to take 2 monsters and go into our thing. But he sees the writing on the wall, and that is game 1. Alright. Now we have a good game versus Drytron. Well, not the greatest of starts, but I kind of want to show that even with a kind of a blast start, you have a lot of options to kind of build up your board. I'm gonna Ash our thing, which is super not cash money. But we have counter because we destroyed. We both kind of have a slow start, as you can see. And of course, both counters can activate. So then we kind of go into classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Beatdown style. But we popped a card, which means we still get that value. So even though he stopped to draw, we still get to do our thing. Of course, now he gets to start doing his thing. You know, standard Drytron combo. Cyber Angel Ben 10. Not the full combo yet, he gets it a little later. There's this thing. He goes for like this line of play, I'm assuming his hand just wasn't where it's at. But this gave him a little bit of life points, which I don't think is too crazy. Go for Metalfoes there. Go for the card draw again so we can find that. Send that back to his hand. Try to pop Metalfoes because he floats. But that's what you get for being greedy. Go ahead and Pendulum Summon, pop a Bismuth to get another draw. And then return and set a card. For the Kribo, get rid of Ben 10. Get a Bismuth to kind of fix our scales there. And our boys is now he starts in the Drytron trade. He remembers what deck he's playing, so he goes ahead and does that. Do better Fafnir. For those who wonder, that's a good time to Ash. Better Fafnir is a good target, and the combo disrupts him quite a bit. But he goes for the 4K beater, which we love to see. That's the really cool card. See that card? It's just a Gundam. So let's just be playing more of that stuff. Anyway, it's a cool looking archetype. But yeah, then he gets Herald Ultimus, who looks super goofy. Buy my back row. No caster will activate because she was destroyed. So we can enjoy some value up, but negated. Like, was that even necessary to negate, my guy? I guess we're happy to use a negate on that, though. Alright, so we go ahead and do our thing. He's essentially just clicking yes on everything. Like, you know, just like, whatever, man. Can't do anything now. We'll hit him. We go ahead and draw a card. Get Colt Wing, you'll love to see it. Metalfoes Fusion into Metalfoes. Test run to get Navigator. I get the Hyper Stadium. Draw the Hyper Stadium. Dark Dragsters, when we're still playing it. But luckily he ends up just being kind of discard fodder. Get Halki out, Metalfoes floats, remember that. What does she float into? Right into Vanisher, who can just banish once. Again. Rorodon boy. That. Getting the Dragster. Actually, just some of the Dark Dragsters. He was kind of okay, so he's an optional card. But as you can see, we were able to rebuild a board and then push our boy out He was pretty confident with those negates. We just didn't care. We just kept on driving through. All right, I think I'll show one more game and call it there. All right, and here we are, game 3. Going against some kind of crazy deck. We're not quite sure what it was. But this kind of show you another line of play we have in here. The way it's set up. Let me fast forward things. Standard stuff, you know, nothing too crazy. We got combo. So one thing I want to note about our play right now, there was a significantly better play that I think upon reviewing this could have been made. It was good to show and discuss. So this summoning Navigator, you get the Gamma line, so we were probably better off summoning nothing. Just having Gamma there to go ahead and blow up a card. To negate effect and blow up a card potentially. And then we have 2 targets they have to kind of get through if they want to do any damage. Which if they was time out destruction effects, which allows us to get into the middle full counter. So I do think that would have been just not playing the Navigator would have been a far superior line of play. Something to think about. But alright. Does his thing. There's the Tenyi boy. He goes to the battle phase. I say haha, Metalfoes counter. Vanisher in offense mode. And Welfare probably should put up an attack going, honestly, but I mean he's not summoning anything, I don't think. So then, okay. So we're looking here, can we OTK, can we take him out? You know, I'm gonna look through our cards here, boys. At least this was my boss for Platinum 1, so I was like, alright, I gotta get rid of this guy. So we get the girl out, you know, she goes, he has that you Sinjin the Sword Strike. We're like, that wasn't very cash money of you, but hey, we accept this. Get our silver back. Pendulum. Metalfoes Legion is just a free draw. Get the Grand Prix going. Got a girl here. And we have the Happy Firex. But we're looking just to kill him, we're not trying to be too fancy here. We summon the legendary Maxi. Get Axis Talker for the easy win. Just kidding. Okay, fun side note. Next time someone on Reddit complains about why do people do their crazy combos, just kill me. It's like, if people do stuff like Construction Training Signal Red, that's why. That's why. So we throw them Super Poly. We do have Metalfoes on the field. We fuse them for Mithrilium. We counter, we get a card back to banish her back. We're chilling. Our opponent doesn't have anything, but that was the potential burst potential of the deck. Most people won't be playing that or Battle Fader, so I think it's good to show. Alright, and that concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Stay beautiful.